Here's the result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He gets a C+. plus. This guy is rather so-so. Not too good, not too bad. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He may sound very confident about his ideas, but in reality, he is not likely to go very far in his career. He enjoys talking about plans and may dress or act like someone successful, but he doesn't put in the hard work or extra effort to turn those dreams into reality. It's mostly talk, not much real progress.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't easily break down or get overly emotional. He keeps his cool and doesn't let setbacks show on the outside. He won't give up completely, but he may not learn much from his mistakes either.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually find him pleasant and polite on the surface. So he's not the type to get into noisy fights or cause obvious drama. He knows how to keep things smooth and make conversations easy. So while he avoids open clashes, real respect and warmth may be missing.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He won't feel threatened or jealous if you do well in your career. He likes things to go smoothly and enjoys being surrounded by good things and happy occasions, so your success fits right in. Just don't expect deep, heartfelt pride or big efforts to celebrate you.
What if you start earning more than him?
He won't secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He cares more about keeping life comfortable and enjoyable than about who brings in a bigger paycheck. He'll likely handle your success with a polite smile and carry on as usual.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money carefully and likes to keep things well managed. He isn't wild with spending and prefers things to be in order when it comes to bills and budgets. If you want someone who keeps household finances steady, he's reliable in this area.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He likes comfort and beauty, but only in ways he can actually afford. He prefers a tidy and well ordered life, so he makes choices that fit his real budget.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's polite and well mannered, but not especially open handed or warm. When it comes to money, he's careful and doesn't like spending without a good reason. so he's more on the tight side. He sticks to his rules and routines and offers support more out of duty than true feeling.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and clear when it comes to money matters. You won't find him hiding bills or making secret purchases behind your back. You'll know where the money goes, and you won't need to worry about unpleasant surprises or secrets.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be done well, but he's likely to think that certain jobs belong to each person. He may expect you to handle many of the traditional chores without offering much help himself, especially if he feels that's the proper way to keep things neat and ordered. You might have to ask directly if you want support with daily work.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to stand by and supervise than to really roll up his sleeves and help with chores or diapers. He prefers things done a certain way and might give advice or instructions, but doing the actual work himself isn't his habit. He'll want everything neat and proper, but expects you to handle most of the daily tasks.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually focuses on showing that his way is correct rather than truly listening to your side. He'll stay polite and keep his cool, but is unlikely to put much effort into understanding how you feel or why you see things differently. If you need someone who listens deeply and is willing to meet you halfway, you might find yourself feeling unheard with him.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
Even when he's angry, he stays respectful and doesn't lash out or say hurtful things. He keeps his feelings under control and won't create a scene or use harsh words. So you can expect calm but stubborn reactions, never open aggression.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he's not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He keeps his emotions steady and rarely loses his temper openly. So there's no red flag here about anger issues.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it hard to say sorry and truly take responsibility when things go wrong. He'll stay polite and may avoid blaming you directly, but more often he stands firm on his way of doing things and rarely admits he was wrong. You might feel like you are carrying the blame or always fixing things yourself.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He will respect your boundaries on the outside and keep things polite, but deep down, he may not truly understand why those boundaries matter to you. If you say no, he won't force or push you and he'll avoid outright arguments. Stand firm and remember your boundaries are important and must be respected, not just followed out of habit.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He's not likely to create a big scene or get openly upset if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Outwardly, he stays polite and keeps his feelings in check. However, deep inside, he might feel disappointed or believe that things aren't going as they should.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He won't use your personal feelings or private experiences to hurt, embarrass, or shame you later. He values keeping things proper and polite, so he won't cross those lines even if he's upset or you disagree.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to stay faithful and not get easily distracted by other women. He values stability, order, and routine, so once he's committed, he prefers to keep things steady rather than chase excitement elsewhere. You won't have to worry much about him sneaking around or entertaining secret relationships.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not overpossessive, jealous, or always suspicious. He likes things to go his way and enjoys order, but he doesn't turn this into controlling your freedom or checking up on you all the time. If he does want things a certain way, it's about keeping order, not about trying to own or control you.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
His protective nature isn't really about being controlling, but it does come from wanting things to be done his way. He prefers routines and order, so sometimes his care can feel more like setting rules than offering gentle protection. If you value independence, you might feel boxed in by his way of caring.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to see parenting as something that should be done well and with clear routines, but he may expect you to handle most of the daily work, especially tasks that are traditionally seen as the mother's job. He'll keep an eye on how things are going and probably offer advice or set standards, but he won't always step in and share the hands on parts. While he won't refuse to help if asked directly, the natural flow will see more responsibility falling on you unless you speak up and set clear expectations together.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He keeps his emotions in control and doesn't shout or react harshly. He doesn't use anger to teach lessons, but he does rely on firmness and order.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will respect your role as a mother and appreciate how well you manage routines and keep things orderly. However, he may not fully recognize or support your personal dreams, interests, or need for independence beyond family duties. His focus is usually on what needs to be done at home and keeping life stable, so he might not encourage you to step outside those roles unless you speak up clearly.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is possible with him. While he may politely support your career at first, once you have a child, he might expect you to focus mainly on home and family, following what he sees as the proper way to keep things in order. His support tends to follow routines and tradition, not your individual ambitions.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will act polite and respectful towards your parents, always using good manners and keeping conversations pleasant. However, don't expect deep warmth or genuine affection from him. Your parents will see him as reliable and courteous, but may notice that he keeps a bit of distance. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust to his ways rather than making big changes himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
He will handle family stress or interference with calm, keeping his reaction steady and polite. He won't raise his voice or cause a fuss, even if he feels annoyed inside. You can count on his calmness but may need to step in if a softer touch or compromise is needed.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he may be modern and polite with you in private, but expect you to act like a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values sticking to proper ways and routines, especially around family and others. If you want more freedom to be yourself, this gap may feel frustrating.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension between you and his family, he will try to stay out of it rather than take a clear side. He prefers to keep peace and avoid arguments. So don't expect strong, open support if things get tough. It's not that he's against you, he just wants to keep things orderly and avoid making anyone unhappy.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not an extreme mummy's boy, but his focus on routines and keeping things proper means he may naturally lean toward his mother's ways, especially in front of her or family. If there's a conflict, he will try to keep things smooth and avoid taking an open stand, often staying neutral or quietly leaning toward his mother's suggestions. He won't loudly disagree with you, but he also won't easily break family traditions for your sake.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values order and keeping private matters within the home, so he won't run to family with every issue or argument. If he ever does mention something, it'll be limited and proper, never gossip or drama.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all of this analysis, this guy gets a C plus. This guy is so so, not too good, not too bad, a bit mediocre. Day in and day out, life with this man is predictable and steady, with routines and order taking center stage. You'll find your home tidy and plans running smoothly, but you may feel like you're always following his way rather than building something together.